it's Wrestling Hero Figs. Yes, I know we're here, and you were probably wondering where we were. Well, we were gathering up some stuff. We were putting some things together for WWE 2019 TLC predictions. Now, we will not be seeing The Fiend, but Bray Wyatt, regular Bray Wyatt, is first actual return into the ring. Anytime we've seen him, it's been The Fiend. So this is a very interesting factor. We're also going to see Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. We're going to have the Kaibuki Warriors defending the women's tag team titles against the Man and Becky Lynch. Now, this is like salt and water, so really curious as to where that will lead. I say we get into the card, you guys, and find out as to what's going to go down in this pay-per-view. Let's get it. Real quick, before we get into the card of it all, I want to talk to you guys about Friday Night SmackDown. I know we talked about being there in Milwaukee, so if you guys were looking forward to seeing us there, fortunately we canceled the tickets and we're going to go to TLC instead. It's about a 5-hour drive, but I'm really hoping it's worth it. Usually pay-per-views are, anytime like a regular show goes into commercial break, that's usually what happens at the event as well. So I said, you know what, let's take the drive, let's pay the little extra. So if you're going to be in Minnesota this Sunday, hit me up, you guys. It'd be really cool to meet a lot of you guys. I know the last one that we went to, which was Survivor Series, that one was pretty epic. Had a blast meeting a lot of you, but let's talk about this. All right, we got the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line. The Revival right here. They're not going to go in. They're not going to capture them. I just don't see that happening this early. They have just recently captured these belts, and I'm sure they will get it, but it's not going to happen on this night. I got to go with Kofi Kingston and Big E retaining the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Currently, there's only about 7 matches announced, and we should see an open challenge for the Raw titles. Thing is that there is no confirmed opponents for it. I want to throw out 2 ideas. One, I either got to go with AOP because I am seeing Authors of Pain. Even though they're doing the whole thing with Rollins and KO, I can still see them being thrown into the ring just so people remember like these guys are a threat. I wouldn't see them capturing them. The other big team that I also see happening right here is the Street Profits. Now, if Street Profits do go in here, you should most likely see the outcome that we saw on Monday Night Raw where these guys, I mean, they had a good match, but nonetheless, they still got too much going for them. So I got to go right here with the Viking Raiders retaining the Raw Tag Team titles. If this was any other night, I would be asking myself, why are we seeing this again? Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. But since it is TLC, and since there are tables, ladders, and chairs involved, I am a little bit excited for this, man. These pay-per-views, this along with Money in the Bank, they're pretty equivalent when it comes to the whole hardcore factor of it all. Now, this has got to go to Big Dog. He was disgraced. Actually, for the last 6 months, the 2019 has not been a good year for you, Roman Reigns. Let's go ahead and clear that. Let's put it out on the table and just make that very clear. So regardless of him probably getting assistance from the outside, I still see Roman Reigns picking up the win right here and having a really good match. The sleeper of the night, the match that could steal the show, even though there's no tables or ladders or chairs stipulations involved in this. Alistair Black versus the best kept secret. Shh, because it's about to get real. It's gonna, right? You're gonna, is anybody else knocking at your door anymore? Did people just give up on that? Or is it just one of those things where it's like, hopefully they got away from it? This match is gonna be epic though. Buddy Murphy, he's been on fire. Alistair Black, you need to do something. You need to show why you were one of the best down there in NXT. Who's gonna walk out though? Who's it gonna be? Right here. I gotta go with Alistair Black. Buddy, love you, my bro. I think you're doing something great. I do see a very bright future in the near here, 2020, but tonight or TLC, that's not gonna be the night. This is crazy. Even though this is the first time that we're seeing this match on a pay-per-view, this feels outrun, overdone. We've seen it a little bit more than what we should, but WWE's thinking to themselves, look at these ratings, you guys. Look at these YouTube ratings with Lana and Rusev and the whole divorce process and Bobby Lashley stealing his girl. Lashley's gonna win. This is gonna be a shocking turn of events. Bobby Lashley's just gonna rub it in. It's like, not only did I steal your girl, but I'm also picking up a huge win. I'm sure a lot of people don't want to see that. And the reason why Lashley's gonna pick this up is because they want to continue this. This isn't gonna end on Sunday. This is gonna be maybe a few more weeks, maybe carried on to the Royal Rumble. Really hope not. I'm sure it'll be some kind of feud within that Rumble during that time. But please, man, make this match, get it done and over with. Let's get on to the next chapter, because regardless of how much we enjoy seeing Lana in that ring, yelling and screaming, I don't want to see this anymore. But yes, Lashley will pick up the win right here. One match that I do want to see happen here, even though it's not on the card right now, after the last match that they had on Monday Night Raw, the botched finish, the wink out of nowhere, we need some justification, and also there is no WWE title on the line. Lesnar's not in this pay-per-view, so we got to go with the next runner-up, which is the U.S. title. Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles one more time. If not, have some kind of skit to kind of continue this and shows that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And if there is a match, I still have to go with Ray retaining right here. The Kaibuki Warriors defending their women's tag team titles versus the man Becky Lynch and Charlotte. In the beginning, we did talk of how this is very similar to water and oil. And if you never tried it, if you never grabbed a cup, filled it up and poured it, one thing that you'll notice is that they don't blend in. They don't mix. One will be up top, the other one will be on bottom. And this is how this is going to play, man. Yes, they will most likely still work together. They'll coexist as a team. And surprisingly amazing, they will capture those titles. I don't think it'll be because of them wanting to, but because, like, dude, I got to do my job, man. I got to capture these belts. And since these two are kind of right now at the very top when it comes to the Raw women's division, this is going to be like they'll be going into the next pay-per-view, and then it'll be one person's fault. Kind of like what we saw with Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins when they were tag team partners. So they'll lose the titles, and then they'll kind of lead to a feud later on, whether it's Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, where it'll be right there for the women's title once, of course, they've lost it. But yes, I got to go with brand new tag team champions. So we're going to take these off. I'm sorry, Kairi Sane. I love you, Asuka, but we're going to go ahead and try this out and see what happens. WWE, if you want some more match ideas, I think this would be awesome if you were to throw Kevin Owens into maybe like a handicap match. Not yet. Don't have him against Seth Rollins. Have that be for the next pay-per-view, and I'm sure these guys would still be outside helping him out because this is going to be awesome sauce. Now that he's heel, now that we have KO bringing nothing but good right here with this whole feud, I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Obviously, if it is a handicap match, KO, you can't pick up the win. I'm sorry, but Authors of Pain, they need to look strong. If you're being aligned right here with Seth Rollins, do something great, stomp all over Kevin Owens and be like, this is what's gonna happen when you decide to disobey the Kingslayer, the Beast Slayer, the man, Power Slam. Yo, it's double power. All right, double power bomb. We're doing double power bomb right here. Let's get out of the table. Let's pay a little bit of this TLC name to it all. Power bomb right there. The Miz versus Bray Wyatt in a non-title. As of right now, it's not for the title. Nothing's on the line. Bray Wyatt will be in that ring, and I'm very intrigued, considering that I would be there in that red light. I hate that red light. Anytime that red light goes on, even when I was there at Survivor Series, it's very hard to pick up as to what's going on, man. So having just a regular light. Now, here's a lot of cool, interesting factors that we want to cover. One, we don't know what happened to Daniel Bryan. Are we going to see Bryan at the pay-per-view? Will he still be there? Will he bring the clean-cut shave back in the young early days, kind of how he had it? Or will he kind of be just like a follower, like kind of what we see with like how he had the whole cult, right, with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan? Like, is he going to develop a whole like cult from that? Or is it just one of those things? Because he has changed. Like any guy that has stepped into the ring, not necessarily with Bray Wyatt, but with The Fiend right here, any man that has come into the ring with him, he's changed him. He changed Seth Rollins. He went from face to heel. Like any competitor, any serious big name competitor, they don't leave that ring the same way. They change. They do exactly what he says. They let him in. And I think that's what happened with Bryan. So I think one thing we'll see is maybe interference outside the ring. Will it be by the regular? Again, Daniel Bryan just all clean cut, or will it be by like, will the Fiend still show up? Like regardless that, yes, all right, we know the Fiend is Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is the Fiend. However you want to put it, will he still make his presence? Now, since it's not for the title, I want to make this clear, man. I think the Miz right here, he'll pick up the win by disqualification. He won't, we won't see Bray Wyatt take the loss like in a bad way. Like he'll lose, but disqualification, look, if I'm going to lose, I'd rather be disqualified more than anything as opposed to like him going in there, taking the 1, 2, 3. Cause even like with regular Finn Balor, when he's non-demon, he can still put up a fight. So I still see a really good match, a very good outcome from this, but I don't see right here the Miz winning clean. It'll be, again, by disqualification, and I still think that we will see the Fiend regardless. It won't be obviously Bray Wyatt. It'll be someone dressed up as the Fiend. Hint, hint, right here, or somebody else. But nonetheless, yes, I got to go with The Miz picking up right here the win by disqualification. Want to hear your thoughts? Are you guys gonna be there at tables, ladders, and chairs? Because if you are, again, man, I always love it. Anytime you guys come up and approach me and take pics, that's always fun meeting all of you. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.